Okay, so here is the van. It's a high top Sprinter, short wheelbase. But when you're inside, you wouldn't notice that it was short wheelbase. Um, so this is how you step in. Here is an overview. So that table comes out when you want to make the bed. This little sink with running water, very, very strong pump. We had to constrict the flow because it was splashing too much. Here is a tiny table. This seat swivels, and we had two single seats, so a single seat there as well, which also swiveled. The people who had shown an interest had a small child, so we put the duo seat back in, but the single swivel seat is still there, so that's a possibility. Here's a little table which is a bit lower than there, than here, because then you have a better way of working with computers and laptops. There is a mains plug-in which has a socket at the very back outside, and the table comes out like so. I'll show you first the fridge. So here's the fridge. It has the door comes, it's like in half. It's a big fridge. Here's the fresh water tank. The blue one is the grey water tank. The gas bottle is connected to the gas cooker with the two pits. So that's there. That's fairly simple. It has a vent right next to it, which you have to have. And when you take the table up, so I'm just going to put my phone down. So this is where the table comes apart. Okay. So that's how the table comes apart. See that? The leg comes out like so, and then you have this thing. You pull it out, and you got yourself a mattress when you put this there, and that one right next to it. And at the back, we have a blue kind of thing for your back, for making that into some kind of a sofa idea. My partner's in the park, he's lying, using that for his headrest. But yeah, that's there. So here are the tiny cupboards. So you go straight under the bed, which is kind of large in terms of storage space. Here you have this here. So this comes out, and so does this. So you can access the rear from there. The cupboards overhead are fairly look, they have these springs. At the moment it's just emptied now, except for like a couple of tiny bits and pieces. And yeah, you've got quite a bit of storage space. You can even make a shelf here, I suppose, or something to go underneath here. But you know, you've got a lot of storage under the bed as well, and you've got this, all this wood has been varnished 3 times. Now, see how strong the springs are? You can just take one spring out, actually. So when you're driving, you never have any problem with it being, with it opening, which is often the case with these campers. So this comes open. When it rains, you can keep it open this much. You can open it all the way when it doesn't rain. Windows open. So you got this when you're cooking. It's really nice. And for the back, I need keys. So look, we're just opening the back. See, here you have all this space, and this is, we kept it. We made a metal strap so we didn't have to put a pole down to support the bed, so you can just shove a bike in or whatever, you know. Or you could just even divvy it up however you want it. So that's that cable for the hookup, which is here. See that? Job done. Yeah, and the lights and stuff at the back, those lights are on the dimmer switch, so you can just dim them if in the middle of the night you need to go to the toilet. You don't have to wake everyone else. So yeah, there's the little control panel there. So it controls the lights, the front lights, and then the small light there that that fierce light where which you need maybe for reading or doing stuff. And it controls the fridge, and then it also controls the water pump. And then at the bottom you have a readout of the strength of your leisure battery, and you've got USBs, and you've got a cigarette lighter, and over there you've also got a cigarette lighter. Because instead of USBs we put a cigarette lighter because we always put a fridge, a submersible a submersible shower right here, and then you need a cigarette lighter, so that's why we put that. This has USBs, so then we have a shower right there, and you can't see a toilet now because we haven't taken it with us. We just never take toilets with us. It's just like a waste of space. But you can have like a chemical toilet that fits right under there, or you can just have a plastic toilet which you would fill up with sand if you're in the middle of a city, or which you would empty as and when you use it. I prefer them because the chemical toilets are just disgusting, I find. Because the chemical smell is always there, no matter. It's not going to be a horrendous smell, but it's just a chemical smell, and I don't want to be associated with toilets in my living space, so I just don't like them. But you know, it's up to you. Yeah, so this is it.